Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday and happy new moon in Aquarius. And we'll talk about that in a different reading, but right now let's do some oracle readings here. I am using the Mystic Sisters Oracle deck as well as the Moonology Oracle deck. So, today in our Mystic Sisters, we have Lilith. Now, if you don't know, the myth with Lilith is that she was the first woman created in the Garden of Eden. Seeing that she could not be dominated by the male counterpart, Adam, the creator cast her out of the garden. Um, she thus returned as the serpent, and she tempted Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. And that forbidden fruit was the fruit of from the tree of knowledge. Now, this is speaking very, very clearly here, because she's offering us a bite of knowledge that maybe not many of us want, or I should say, many people want us to know. And with this is about the outside world telling us what we should think, what we should feel, what we should eat, what we shouldn't, basically telling us how we should live our lives, and as well as our thinking, our ideas, and that sort of thing. So Lilith is telling us that, no, stand on your own truth. You know who you are. And if you don't, pull yourself back from everything. Take some time for yourself to figure out. Many times we get so brainwashed into others telling us what we should think about certain things, certain people, certain places, certain ideas. They're saying, oh, you shouldn't like that because, you shouldn't like that because. Well, that's their experience and that's their perception. And the thing of it is somebody else's perception is not reality. That is simply their reality. It's like in psychology, it's the point of everybody has their own perspective, but that's not really reality. So that is how they view the world, the subject, whatever you're talking about. So, for example, people will say, oh, you don't go swimming in pools, this, that, and the other. Well, last time I went swimming in a pool, it irritated my skin. Well, that could be you, but that couldn't be me. It's that kind of concept. I know that's silly, but, we're looking at that kind of thinking. So Lilith, she is very, very strong feminine figure, and she's often seen as very dark and from the darkness. But it is that darkness that, holds a lot of healing. Okay. And when we have things illuminated, things appear to us to be there that we didn't really notice was there. That's another thing. Like, for example, you're walking around in a room with a candle, you can't see good and you're tripping on everything. But if you turn on the light, that big overhead light, you can see everything in the path. So Lilith wants us to embrace our own nature. And this is saying that, if you don't want to be a lawyer, then don't go be a lawyer. If you would rather be a yoga teacher, then go be a yoga teacher. Embrace your own nature. Now, this is not to say that there won't be pushback, because Lilith did receive pushback. She received pushback from the creator itself in that myth, in her myth. So this is a lot of blue, and it's a lot of healing. This is about, thinking for ourselves and healing the past damage that those controlling thoughts have done to us. She's naked, so she is expressing her true self in all of her essence. So no matter what, no matter the consequences, you're still going to be called to be who and what you want to be. That call is never going to leave you. If you are being called to do something, if you are being called to walk a certain path, if your intuition, if your soul, your heart, your mind is saying, this is not for me, but this is where I belong. You need to listen to that and stop letting outside forces that have no idea of your walk in life to tell you what to think, what to do, um, you know, what to think about other people. You have your own ideals and your own perspective. So listen to that. Listen to that. Stand on your own truth. Heal all of the conditioning from the past. Cut those free. And here we have, this is from the Moonology deck, it's surrender to the divine. This is the full moon. So the full moon illuminates the hidden. It illuminates those things which were hidden from our sight at one point. So this is clarity. Clarity is coming to us. So when we pull back, when we say, no, no more, you will not tell me what to think. You will not tell me what to do. You will not tell me what is right or wrong for me. And this is when clarity comes. Clarity comes when we surrender to the divine. This is about surrendering to our higher essence, to our higher self, to our higher calling. This is about that whole surrender of taking our lives into our own hands. And it's very, very great because the next card we have, and two came out, so that's why we're reading two, is look at the bigger picture. And this has the sign, Sagittarius on it. So Sagittarius is a freedom-loving sign, and it's about truth. It's a very deep truth seeker. And as we are having this new moon in Aquarius, I mean, there's a lot of planets that are moving into Aquarius, and that's a lot of energy taking place. So, yesterday, if you follow me on TikTok or on my Facebook page, I'll do little 1-minute readings, kind of like the energy of the day. And it was the mermaid. And the mermaid was saying to us that, changes are coming, that we are being called. A mermaid is, her song lures you into. So you're being called to do something. You're being, guided by your soul, by a higher calling here, by a higher calling to do something different. The shadows are being illuminated. Things are being illuminated. You're learning to stand in your own truth and to understand that you can have your own thoughts. So surrendering to that, surrendering to yourself, surrendering to the divine, and allowing yourself to listen to your intuition instead of outside forces. It's really bad right now when you see when you look at astrology, you can see things that are, there's more and more things that will be coming out into the open. There's more clarity. There's things that we may not want to see. But you know what? We're looking at the bigger picture. And this is what we have to consider, is that there's something bigger going on here. Full moon and Sagittarius. Sagittarius wants the truth. The truth. And it's not going to stop. Jupiter is its planet. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion. And anything that Jupiter touches is going to expand. So we we are freedom loving individuals. We do not want to be controlled by anyone. And this is saying to take that into your own hands, to take your life, take your thoughts, take your perspective, take your ideals into your own hands and live your life. This moon is a very freeing moon. This moon that we're having with all these planets going into Aquarius. And like I said, I'll talk about that in a different video. But it is so phenomenal. It is so phenomenal. Please take advantage of this energy, tap into this energy, and allow it to help you walk your soul's path. Everyone, have a wonderful day. A blessed new moon to you all. This is about new beginnings, and plant those seeds, honey. Plant those beautiful seeds and let your life bloom in beautiful, beautiful ways. Ones that complement your soul, your heart, and your mind. Blessings to you all.